Today I'm going to finish playing Ryza. Also, I moved. This is where I live now. This is not this room. This is just my office / den area. This is where I'm gonna play Ryza. I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna amend my review of Ryza because I'm almost done with it, and I would love to stop playing it. And that is what I'm going to do today on recording. Thank you. Hello, Breadfiesta here.
Ryza no Atelier. Tokoyami no Joou to Himitsu no Kakurega.
I don't know who that is. A man of some sort. All right, here we go. So I have 3 achievements left. 1 to get Ryza to alchemy level 99, which, boy, that was a grind. 1 to get an item to level 99, which will be a slightly shorter grind. And then 1 to beat the final, post-game boss, which nobody seems to talk about or even care about. So we're just going to fight them and then be done. And over the course of doing these, I'm going to amend my review of the game in that when I did my first video about a month ago for Ryza, I was about maybe a quarter of the way through the story. I have completed the story and am now concluding the story in this video. Well, no, the story is concluded. I'm not concluding the game, the post-game content, the grinding, everything that I need to get my trophies, because that's what's important, is internet, not even internet points, just gamer points, gamer score. That's what is important. Obsessively, I suppose. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do, ultimately, what has sort of turned my opinion around for this game has been that the game finally did open up, especially when it comes to the crafting. And I'll show all off, because I had to do a lot of post-game crafting kind of grinding to get Ryza up to alchemy level 98, which is that A level in the corner. I'm pointing over here. This is where the screen is. So she's at alchemy level 98. I believe she just needs a couple of experience to... That's not the menu. This is. Yeah. Next, 9 experience. So anything I craft pretty much will get her to alchemy level 99, which will get me the trophy. Great. In my first initial review, I had 3 criticisms, 3 points that I was talking about, which was the story, the combat, and the crafting. The story, I'll just mention really quick. It got a lot better when I stopped listening to all the voice acting. When I would just click through and just read, because I could read it a lot faster than the voice actors could say the lines. So I was just like, okay, the story is actually, I'm enjoying it a lot better now that I'm not having to linger on it forever. The combat and the crafting kind of went together. When I did my initial review, I was around level 26, 27. I'm now at max level. Ryza's attack was around 100 when I did that first video. I did one equipment upgrade, which got her to around 200, 250 or so, and that's what took me through the whole final boss. And then the post game, I have expanded. Her attack is now nearly 1,000. So I can't imagine this post-game boss is really going to do much to us, especially given that the super hard DLC dragon boss was doing 1 point of damage to me when I beat it. So not super concerning. The way that I was able to sort of open up the game and where I really felt like I was wanting to play it over and over and staying up way too late was unlocking a particular crafting, which I don't know where it is in the list because I only know where it is on my favorites, and it's the Philosopher's Stone. The Philosopher's Stone makes all crafting essentially trivial, and that helps when you want to make really good equipment, is to have the crafting be trivial. So from a purely gamer perspective, just making a bunch of Philosopher's Stones. And then also being able to, I mentioned in my initial review that there was a lot of mechanics that got unlocked. So there's the synthesis, Then there's rebuilding items. Then you can reduce items into gems, which you can then use to duplicate items, which is super helpful because then you can just create one good thing and then just keep duplicating it over and over again. You can also get more items in these travel bottles. This is where we're going to be going for fighting that post-game boss. You can also do this like weapon buff and weapon forging, which I never did. I did once. I did the weapon buff, but it didn't seem super helpful. I don't really care. Like, it does not matter much to me to make the numbers go any higher than they are right now. There's no point to it. This is a single-player video game. This is the mantra that I need to tell myself for Disgaea as well, is they don't need to go any higher than what works. Okay, so what I did to grind up to alchemy level 98 and now 99, I'll show you, is that I made hundreds of Philosopher's Stones. How did I do that? Well, you can also make these red stones, which are important to the plot, but they have a trait, that synth quantity +2, which allows you... I don't think I need to put 2 there, but that's fine. Synth quantity 2 will then increase, so instead of making 1 Philosopher's Stone out of this, I'm now making 5 because I put 2 red stones into here. So I can then... Essentially what I did to grind was I just threw 4 redstones onto here, which is the minimum that you need. You get the same amount of experience if you craft 1 Philosopher's Stone or 21 of them. So I just used the minimum amount of resources to create 9 Philosopher's Stones. I got my experience, and then for a while I was doing 1 redstone here. I would use a decent Philosopher's Stone like this one. And then I would put 2 redstones over here. Where are my redstones at? Here. Blup, blup. And then I would go over to the other side. And I would just put, how many more? I can put 7 more redstones over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this makes me 21 Philosopher's Stones with kind of like maximum, not the maximum quality, but good enough. What this should do is it creates 21 Philosopher's Stones. Look at that, beautiful, great. Maximum level. Trophy. Great. Total mastery. Alright, 1 down, 2 more to go. Using these Philosopher's Stones, because they have such a huge effect spread, you saw it when I was making this one, that like the effect spread will, normally like 1 item will just fill in the circle that you're filling in, but if it has an effect spread effect, then it fills in however many away. So this makes a lot of crafting kind of trivial, and therefore fun, for me at least, because if it's trivial, then that makes it really easy to make the numbers go higher, which is what the game seems to want you to do. So, great. Now that I have alchemy level 99, I need to raise an item's level. Sort by level. I need to raise something up to level 99. And why not just this random piece of leather that I was toying around with? So all I have to do, not there... let's find something that I can just, is expendable. Okay. So I need to be careful here. I have to do like the math, right? Are some of these 2s? Yeah, okay. So I should be able to just throw some of this like kind of garbage dragon meat on here. Alright, 87, 91, 95, 99. Hooray! Sure, why not? That's a level 99 item right there. Ultra Alchemy. Great. So I was able to do that. I was able to do that crafting, and I really liked being able to create the Philosopher's Stone, because you can do that, unfortunately, only after you've beaten the final boss. So it is really like post-game only. And I guess there's also like the DLC world that you can go to, the secret solitary island. I was doing this for a bit. This kind of delayed me going to the final boss because I was like, how far can I progress in this like post-game DLC area without post-game items? I was able to get pretty far, actually. Couldn't beat any of the bosses. I had to wait till I got the Philosopher's Stone for that. But I was able to beat like these slimes on the beach pretty consistently, which helped with some of like the party quests, which I have completed all of. And so here we go. To show off how like the combat becomes like so much more, excuse me, depth perception. As soon as this guy turns around, he's gonna charge at me. Yeah. There we go. It's just a 1-on-3 battle. With a kind of essentially an HP sponge here. But once you can do like a lot of damage, then it becomes kind of trivial. Oh, and it did no damage to me. Plus I've got some good items now. Like this fire bottle's really good. I have a big bomb that... Oh, we broke him even. Okay, this is becoming even more trivial than I could have possibly imagined. Amazing. I improved everybody's equipment. We're all at max level, so it doesn't matter. And I got some junk. Who cares? Excellent. Okay. But yeah, story became easier when I stopped listening to it. Combat became easier once the crafting became easier. It just took too long for all that to open up, I think. Maybe if I had started skipping the dialogue sooner, then I probably would have reached what I'm finding to be the fun point in the game sooner. As well as like just ignoring all the trivial parts of combat. There's so much advice online on like game facts of like, these are the good traits that you should use and blah blah blah, but it's just like, nah, just bludgeon the opponent to death. Combat's not that like complicated. Is you just hit the opponent, and if they start to charge up attack, you break them. That's it. We'll probably see that in this like post-game battle here. I just had to check to see that this is indeed the only trophy I have left, and it is to beat this monster right, those kind of like two missing slots right to the right of the Ravaging Queen and then right to the left of the Dragon of Light here. Those are the only things I have left, and that is what I'm going to do. And I believe I can fight this boss here at the Travel Bottle Underworld Sceptrin Domain. Sure. This isn't a guide. This is just me like rambling on about this game so I can be done with it. Because I just want to be done with it. I maybe put like 40 hours into it. It felt like I was playing long hours. This is not the boss I need to fight, but I'm gonna just, I guess, fight this thing with no boosts because I don't need them. It is weak to fire, I believe, so I can... This thing's got a lot of HP, huh? I guess that makes sense if I'm at the... I put this travel bottle at... It somehow hurt itself from that hit. Oh, probably because I burned it with the travel, or with the fire bottle. Yeah, I think I could have fought this boss at like a lower level with the travel bottle. But where's the fun in that? Truthfully, there's a lot of fun in that, actually, in playing a game on like easy mode. I think. Also switched up to that DLC outfit, because why not? Didn't even get any drops from that thing. They're very stingy. Okay. Let's just find the final boss. I think when I did the scouting, they were like up on a pedestal somewhere. Not up there. Not up there, so probably on the other side of this this big wall. So I can sprint. See if I can sprint by this guy. Yep. Somewhere over here. That's the portal back. Okay. Down here. Oh, there they are. They were on top of the tower. Now, how do I get to the tower? I guess look at the mini-map. I don't like looking at mini-maps. Can I squeeze by this guy? I can. And this one? Terrific. I'll be able to upgrade all of my crafting equipment, even though I didn't even do like the Mirage compass, which is one way to get like good crafting items, but you just don't need them. Like, just go to the post-game like DLC area and it's fine. Okay, so this just looks like to be a reskin of the final boss. Maybe it'll be harder. Whatever. I just don't care. The Queen of Shadows. Okay. Let's just charge up, see how much damage it does to us. 1. Okay. I am not worried. Defense is the big item here. Use your items, sure thing. Oh, yeah, it's already like. Is it charging up an attack or is it? Oh, it is, huh? Kind of see what happens, I guess. I'm definitely not going to be able to like break it before it uses its attack. So we'll see. Maybe I can actually knock out its HP. That might be something. Because then I can just move it to the next phase and just make it even more kind of trivial. Nope. Heavenly Heat Wave. What's this all about? Okay, well, it did more than 1 damage, and it nearly broke Ryza, so. Alright. And it's going to pretend to be dead, and then it's going to turn into a Power Ranger. Spoilers. If you're watching, I guess, at this point of the game, you probably have already played the game. That tends to be the sort of people who have watched my reviews in the past, which is fine. I enjoy the discourse. Hello, Queen of Shadows. It is very fun fighting this for the 4th time. I kind of like this one, though. The big fiery mask is pretty cool. I need to be charging here. Alright. Ryza is likely going to break here, but whatever. I mean, we already got down to like 2/3 of its health, so this is fine. This is my platinum. This is. We're again not going to be able to break it, so we'll get to see its like special move. That's something. Probably if you have like really high stats and stuff, you're not going to be seeing a lot of these like special moves. So that's something that's probably not regularly documented. Heavenly Bubbles. It's weaker, isn't it? Yeah, it did way less damage. I mean, it did break, like, Ryza and Lila. But, so? Okay, charge it up again. Whatever, who cares? Just blow it up. Oh, that didn't finish it? Okay. What move do I want to finish it with? Her finisher? Yeah. True Queen of Shadows. Trophy earned. And that should also be my platinum. Thank you. Atelier Ryza completed. Game over. Excellent. Oh, Ryza didn't even get the kill. Lila did. What did it drop? It dropped a Philosopher's Stone of its own. That's pretty fun. What else? Taboo drops. These are all like way worse quality than stuff that I can make myself. But you know what? It's fine. That's it. Ryza ultimately, like, after I changed up the way that I was approaching the game, I did enjoy it a little bit better. I would be interested to play the sequel. Like, these Gust games are, like, good enough, I guess. Like, they're enjoyable enough. I can get into them. I just think there are some things that could be done a little bit better. I mean, even just having, like, autoplay on cutscenes. Like, not having me have to hit X on every single, like, line of text. So that way, for these, like, long cutscenes where the characters are speaking in a language that I am not able to fully speak myself, and so I'm not able to clearly differentiate when they're done talking. So having that sort of, like, autoplay on its own, much like most other games of this genre in this era, that would be a benefit. I think opening up a lot of the game sooner or making it clear at what point in the game you're at would be fun. Making it more clear what you need to do when. I think that's just a problem with these sort of like crafting heavy games of like when you need to upgrade your equipment and when you don't, and when it's just a waste of time, which is most of the time. So maybe a lot of this is reframing for me. 6 out of 10. Ryza, I got a platinum. I'm defeating the queue. I have been breadfiesta. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm going to play something new soon. I intend to, at least, because I've finally finished my move. I'm leaving my job next week to go back to school full-time, which should incidentally free up some time for me. So I'd like to have more time for like creative projects and like just fun stuff again. So that is what the intent is. Please look forward to that. Thank you for listening. This was an unhinged, rambling video. I have been breadfiesta. Thank you very much for watching. I hope your day is going exactly the way that you want it to.